Hey everybody, I hope you're well, and I thought I would just share a short story with you, so hopefully you'll be able to stay with me. I'm in the car, so I'm in my Tesla. I could be in the studio or in the recording studio, but I thought I'd do it in the car for a change. About 12 years ago, I was in the fire brigade and I was working every hour God gave, and I was running the company, running the studio, working evenings throughout the day, just literally 7 days a week. It was insane. And was earning good money, but was just working all the hours that God gave. Now, when my son was born, my first son, I gave up the fire brigade because he became my reality check. And then after that, I started creating more time and become an architect of time so I could spend time with the family, because obviously when you're busy and you're working, sometimes you can be a busy fool. But that isn't the story I want to share with you, because although I became an architect of time, and that is so important, you can very easily slip into old habits. And one of the things that I've sort of noticed with myself is, whilst I'm all in with the family at weekends, during COVID and during lockdown, we were together as a family eating meals every evening. But now I'm back at the studio, sort of working all the hours again in the week. But this is the story I want to share with you. This is something that appeared on my timeline recently, and it's just a variation of it. And it's about a son and his father. Now, this isn't me, but you will all relate to this. So a son, when I asked his dad, he said, "Dad, how much money do you earn an hour?" And the dad had just come home from work and he was quite cross, and he went, "Why are you asking me that question?" So I just wanted to know. "Well, I earn £100 an hour." "Oh, okay." And the child then went off to his room to play with his games. And the dad was quite cross, and he shared this with the mum, saying, "Why is he asking what I needed to earn?" And then the son came back and said, "Dad, could I borrow £50? And the dad automatically jumped to a conclusion. "Why do you need £50? What, you're going to waste that on a game? You're going to spend this money on a game? Oh, that's just ridiculous." Had a go at the son again. Obviously, I had a busy day, stressful day at work. The child went to bed and was quite sad. And later on that night, the dad reflected and thought to himself, maybe I was a bit too hard. And he went to the son. He said, "I'm sorry if I was being too hard on you. What did you want the £50 for?" And the son lifted up his pillow and reached for a load of crumpled up notes. And his dad suddenly went cross again. "Why are you asking me for £50 when you've got £50? And "Because I want to give it to you, and I needed to borrow £50 to spend an hour with you. Because you said an hour of your time is £100. So could you come home an hour early?" Now, that story appeared on my timeline probably 5-6 years ago, and it's just recently sort of popped up, and I just thought, wow, that's really powerful, because as adults, as dads, we forget that, children spell love time. And you can have all these people out getting rich, and you can have all the money in the world, and I've interviewed some extremely successful people, and you can have all the money in the world, but it doesn't buy happiness. Now, you can say that, it can do these things. Of course it can. But the thing that's completely limited here is time. So you've only got a finite amount of time. And if you have kids, you need to enjoy them. But I just thought I'd share that story with you. I don't know why I'm jumping on to share that story in my car, but I just think it's relevant for all the dads out there who are working really hard. And yes, you're providing for your family. And yes, you can get consumed in it all. Just remember, if you don't invest time in your kids as well, they won't invest time in you when you're older. It's just something to think about. Have an amazing evening. Have a great week ahead. And I look forward to sharing some interviews and stories with you very soon. But it was something that I thought I'd jump on quickly to share with you. Have an epic one. Keep safe and take care.